We're just a moments away from our second bout of the evening, which will feature the Destiny Boxing 2025 Female Fighter of the Year in Kristin Diebel. So SydFit will be running on diesel power. I was going to say also, you know, with that Chicago Bulls style intro, does that add much more flavor for the opponents to want to put a big performance on these Destiny Boxing fighters? But before I can even get that thought out, the fight was over.
Right, right. We won't even start the LeBron Jordan debate. We'll keep that one to ourselves. But again, that song, that intro, always brings the best out of people.
Well, it definitely does. It brought the best out of course, those 90s Jordan Bulls.
Absolutely.
And before that, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Too bad the camera wasn't on us, but I'm always representing Jordan when I come to my events, okay?
Well, it's time for bout number 2 here as Sarah McLean, representing Boomerz Boxing, will step inside the squared circle. Now, Sarah McLean, very interesting day job. She's a professor at Western University in terms of pharmacology, and a pretty long-standing professor at one of the more elite schools here in Canada. She's got 3 amateur fights under her belt with a record of 1-2.
Wow, wow. You know what? That is true love for a sport.
It's very impressive because her being a pharmacology professor, way above my pay grade. That's why I'm here at the booth. But here's Kristin Diebel making her way to the ring to a nice ovation here at the SydFit gym in Kitchener, Ontario. And as we mentioned before, Kristin Diebel, the Diesel, the 2025 Female Fighter of the Year. And if you can see what her keys to victory are, she wants to attack from all angles, use the head movement after punching, stay aggressive, and set the tone. And that's something she's really implemented in her past fights last year.
Another high-octane, high-output fighter. And that's just, she's aggressive, and that's her fight game.
And she's got heavy hands.
Absolutely.
For someone that competes at the 62-kilogram weight class. Well, hopefully some of her, if she lets those hands go, she'll get some called knockdowns. They didn't call a lot of her fights last year knockdowns, but I think that was just outrageous.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about her letting her hands go. That is just in her DNA.
A deep breath there in the red corner for Kristin Diebel. As we are underway here as McLean takes the center of the ring. There's a good left already from the Diesel.
And she's circling, using that jab well.
They are just swinging in the paint right now.
High output. I think they forget that this is a 3-round war.
Well, the feeling out process non-existent here in our second round. And there's a good right hand over top from McLean.
Oh, a nice straight.
Trying to maybe get her composure back here is Kristin Diebel.
Definitely want to calm down and understand that these rounds are long.
3 minutes is a long time, especially at the pace and speed these women are fighting at.
And it doesn't help that these lights they're hot, so.
The lights are on bright. They haven't faced Kristin Diebel in the past. But right now, Sarah McLean not afraid to take the fight here. Good right hand lands from McLean. Got the Diesel up against the ropes.
She's just got her head down and throwing these nice hooks and connecting with Diebel. Diebel looks a little composed.
Yeah, Diebel got
nice.
A good breath back and is keeping some distance, trying to use that range.
Yep, southpaw fighter trying to step to her left and hit her with that two. She got her with that two.
The Diesel we're used to seeing, now throwing some good combinations.
We might see a standing 8 soon. Oh, a nice combination by Diebel.
Good straight left got through there from Diebel.
Oh, nice straight, nice hook.
Oh, they are fighting in a phone booth right now. Just winging punches.
Well, I'll tell you, the crowd is getting their money's worth in this fight.
That they are. And that's what we come to expect when Kristin Diebel competes. Absolutely. But Sarah McLean's brought the fight right to the 2025 SydFit Female Fighter of the Year. A very entertaining opening round here.
Excellent fight. You know, it started off quick. They found their composure later in the round. And now let's see how rounds 2 and 3, if it does go that long.
Well, as we mentioned before, Sarah McLean, the professor at Western University, she was trying to take Kristin Diebel to school in the early moments of this fight. She really brought the pace out, took the center of the ring early, and we'll look at some of the highlights here. Shane.
Well, let's call her the professor because she scored a lot of hooks, and again, when they calmed down, Diebel started to utilize her southpaw stance, stepping to the left, throwing that 2 nice combinations, and yeah, I'm excited to see what happens in the second round.
Well, as we said, Kristin Diebel, she wants to attack from all angles. There were not a lot of angles used in that first round. It was all straight ahead. But once Kristin had use her distance, try to use that range to her advantage, she had more success. But here's round 2, and once again, right away, it's McLean coming out strong.
I think the professor did her homework before coming into this fight, as you can see.
Lots of studying. She's definitely ready to pass the exam here on the 2025 SydFit Female Fighter of the Year.
In that conventional stance, she's throwing that rear hook and really making it a little tough for Diebel, but I think Diebel is now understanding it and now stepping over to her right.
That was a deep breath there from McLean. And we talked about the pace in that first round, Shane. It looks like maybe starting to affect Sarah McLean.
Yes, absolutely. Again, I know when you get into the ring, you don't really understand like the output and conserving energy because you're in there, you got somebody attacking you, but you got to keep that in mind at all times.
And especially if you haven't fought as active as Kristin Diebel has. She's been competing a lot tougher. But there's a good right hand that lands from McLean. McLean trying to weather her punches and use them wisely, not wing them as much.
Diebel walked into that straight. You got to be aware that the prof got some power.
The prof definitely has a lot of power.
The prof got some power.
The prof has some power. Oh, there's a good right hand that snaps the head back of Diebel. Knocked her head back like a Pez dispenser.
Prof trying to corner her because Diebel is stepping over, and I think the prof doesn't like that Diebel is utilizing the ring.
One thing I'm noticing about Diebel, her head is up way too high. Just standing there to be a target for Sarah McLean.
Good call.
Got to duck the chin a little bit. Yes, Diebel. Diebel, the fighting off the ropes. Good combination here from Diebel.
That step over is working. Stepping over, throwing that rear hook.
And final flurry there at the bell. Big, deep breaths from Sarah McLean as she walks to her corner.
Tough round to call. The prof started off strong, and I think Diebel ended really strongly as well.
As you see that big punt, the right hand that lands there from Sarah McLean.
Yeah.
Shane. I think if we're looking at objective, I think this is 1-1 going into third.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
I would say, Sarah, as we can listen here into the red corner right now, Shane.
So,
got to win this one. Okay? She's going to come out hard on this one. You're aiming your two just too high. You got to bring it down just a little bit. Aim for that chin, okay? You're missing too much over here, right here. Yeah, just hit a boot. Make her chase you. Let's go. You gotta go.
Heard there in the corner of Kristin Diebel, they're basically telling you got to win this third round because it's coming to what we were just talking about. This could be a 1-1 round. Absolutely. You never want to leave a fight in the judge's hands.
Never,
you
ever.
want to take your own destiny. And how fitting at a Destiny boxing event.
I think the prof knows that too. But sometimes when you're too tired, your arms won't do what your mind wants them to do.
And what we've seen from Kristin Diebel, the third round has been her best round. So this is something that Sarah McLean has to keep in mind. Going to circle off is Diebel.
I don't think I've ever seen Diebel pressured like this, so I think this is new for her.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that can't really handle the pace and pressure she brings to the table. So Sarah McLean, being the professional she is, did her homework, as you mentioned before, Shane, and is fighting fire with fire.
She is. Needing that energy.
Oh, good body shots. Good hook, though, from Diebel, with a counter hook coming back from McLean. Just good pressure being put on by both fighters.
I think Diebel has to find her distance again and start pumping the jab instead of engaging with her in like the shoebox. Oh, there we go through that nice two-punch combination.
Got to find a way to slip some punches, but she's starting to get her hands going again as Diebel.
She's got to find her distance again. That's because the prof, I think, knows that if she fights her close, she'll score more. Being on the outside isn't advantageous for her.
Also, what are the judges looking for right here in the third round? Our first warning from the official, just to tell you how quality this fight has been.
Again, a hard fight to call right now.
It's really tough, but both fighters trying to come through here with this third round building to a close, and Diebel lands a good left. Another one.
Prop is coming back, throwing that lead hook.
From McLean that wobbled Diebel. And that will do it.
Great fight, ladies. Great fight.
Sensational second bout of the evening.
Great fight.
And Shane won. I'm happy I'm not scoring.
This is a tough one to call, for sure.
It really is, because it looked like Diebel was maybe going to do enough to win that third round. That big right hand at the end there, Shane, from Sarah McLean, that could be enough maybe.
You know, that could have been called a standing 8, so...
Let's look here at the highlights too, Shane.
Yes. Again, I think the prop did her homework, smothering Diebel because of this high output, and Diebel was trying to find her distance, but the prop wouldn't let her do it. But great fight, ladies, great fight.
That's an excellent fight between both. There's that big right hand right at the final moments of the third round. Let's throw it inside the ring to find out who won this one. Kristin Diebel comes through.
A tough fight to call.
Tough, very tough fight.
I would not be unhappy with the draw. That was a great fight. Great fight, ladies.
It was a great fight, and it really goes to show that as the fight progresses, Kristin Diebel gets better, Shane.
Oh, I don't know where she gets the energy from, again, fighting in front of the home crowd. But, again, her fights are always exciting and always high output.
That one maybe left a little bit too close for comfort for Kristin Diebel, but she came through and does what she does. Gets the victory, showcasing why she's the 2025 Destiny Boxing Female Fighter of the Year. That makes Destiny Boxing 2-0 tonight here at March Mayhem.